Hey, you. Welcome. It's Tuesday, May 6th, 2025, and this week. Well, it's shaping up to be pretty significant, especially if you know any educators here in Iowa.
Yeah, definitely. Because right now we're like smack dab in the middle of National Teacher Appreciation Week in Iowa.
Exactly. It's this dedicated time, May 5th to the 9th, to really, focus on and appreciate the amazing work teachers do.
It really is. And it's interesting. This isn't just some new thing. The idea actually started way back in, what, 1953?
Yeah, with Eleanor Roosevelt pushing for it. So it's got history.
Right. Shows you that people have recognized how vital teachers are for a long time, even though it took until 1985 for it to become a whole week.
Okay, so solid background there. But for this deep dive, we wanted to dig a bit deeper than just the history.
Mhm.
Our kind of mission here is to figure out what this week really means, like on the ground for teachers in Iowa right now. We looked into what's actually being offered.
And it turns out there are some genuinely useful things happening, some real practical benefits.
Precisely. Like the thank yous are great, they're important, but this week also brings some, tangible support from businesses.
And what's kind of striking is the variety.
Right.
Right. It's not just one type of business getting involved.
Yeah.
Shows a pretty broad recognition.
Okay, so let's get into those opportunities then, because this is the stuff that, could actually be useful if you're listening and you're an educator here. Might want to make a note.
Good idea.
So, kicking things off, Buffalo Wild Wings. They're doing 20% off.
Okay. Wings. Nice. But wait, isn't that one super limited?
Yeah, good point. That's only through today, Tuesday, May 6th. So, act fast if you want wings.
Right. Okay. So tight deadline there. What else?
Well, if pizza's more your speed, Happy Joe's is also doing 20% off pizza.
Ah, Happy Joe's. And that one runs longer?
Yep, that's all week through Friday the 9th. So, a bit more breathing room there.
That's better. A whole week for discounted pizza? Not bad.
Definitely. And for those with maybe a sweet tooth, and let's be real, who doesn't need a treat sometimes?
Especially teachers.
Right. So Insomnia Cookies is offering a free classic cookie. That's for teachers and nurses, actually.
Oh, cool. And how long does that run?
That one's got a longer window, too, through May 13th.
Okay. Good to know. Free cookie, always welcome.
And also on the sweet side, Molly's Cupcakes, specifically the one in Des Moines, they're giving away a free cupcake.
Just the Des Moines one.
Yeah, seems so. Need your school ID, and that's through Friday, May 9th.
It's interesting. You've got the big chains like Insomnia and then these really local spots like Molly's.
Totally. Shows it's happening at different levels, community-wide, kind of.
Yeah. Big and small businesses chipping in.
Exactly. Okay, staying with food and drink for a sec. McAllister's Deli, they've got free big tea.
Oh, I like their tea. When's that?
That's a good long window, too, May 5th through the 12th.
Nice.
And this is pretty cool. They're also doing a drawing, like a chance to win a catered lunch for 30 people.
Wow. Okay. That'd be amazing for a school staff room.
Right, imagine that. And a Potbelly Sandwich Shop, they're doing a free cookie or a free drink if you buy an entree.
Another good one. Any catches?
Just in-store only, need your ID, and that runs through May 11th. It really seems like, food and drink places are quite active.
Yeah, it's a common theme. Why do you think that is? Is it just easy or?
Well, maybe. I mean, food's kind of a universal thing, right? Little pick-me-up.
True. And teachers, they often have such limited time for breaks.
Yeah.
Grabbing a quick, maybe discounted bite or drink could be, genuinely helpful.
Yeah.
Simple but effective.
Yeah, that makes sense. Acknowledges the busy schedule. But it's not all food, which is important.
Right. What else is out there?
Okay, so tech. Samsung has some potentially big savings.
Oh, like what?
Up to $620 off certain things, like monitors, interactive displays, and that's for the whole month of May.
Wow, $620. That's significant. That could really help upgrade a classroom or even just, a teacher's setup at home.
Exactly, because we know teachers often spend their own money on this stuff. So a discount like that could really ease the pressure.
And, investing in those tools, it ultimately helps the students too, right? Better tech can mean more engaging lessons.
Good point. The impact goes beyond just the teacher.
Definitely.
And then for just basic supplies, staples.
Yes. The essentials.
They're offering 20% off an in-store purchase that runs through May 10th.
20% off everything in store.
Seems like the whole purchase. Plus, and this is maybe the best part,
Go on.
a free 12-pack of pens, while supplies last, of course.
You can never have too many pens in a school. Seriously. Every teacher knows that.
Never. So it's quite a mix, isn't it? Food, tech, supplies.
It really is. It feels thoughtful, like they're trying to cover different needs, different interests, not just a generic one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, just a couple more we found. Smoothie King.
Ooh, healthy option.
Right. They're doing 20% off orders. That starts today, Tuesday the 6th, and goes through Thursday the 8th. So like a midweek boost.
Nice timing. Little pick-me-up.
And finally, Sonic Drive-In. They have specific deals if you join their Teacher Circle Rewards thing.
Rewards program. Okay. What kind of deals?
Things like free snacks, BioGo Sonic Blasts, apparently a $1.99 double cheeseburger sometimes, stuff like that.
So more ongoing perks if you sign up. Interesting approach.
Yeah, different ways businesses are doing it. Some are instant discounts. Some are these loyalty programs.
And it adds up, you know?
Yeah.
When you think about how many teachers there are in Iowa, nearly 40,000 full-time, right?
Yeah, around that number. It's a lot of people.
So even these individual discounts, taken all together across the state, they represent a pretty significant wave of appreciation and actual potential savings.
So, yeah, the main takeaway here seems to be that Teacher Appreciation Week in Iowa, at least this year, isn't just symbolic talk.
Right. It's translating into real practical stuff, chances to save money, get a treat, maybe even get resources.
For sure. And, for you listening, whether you're a teacher here, maybe taking advantage of some of this.
Or maybe you just know a teacher, or you're just interested in how communities, show appreciation.
Yeah, it's kind of worth noticing these tangible things. It's more than just words.
It really is. Businesses putting, some action behind the sentiment.
Exactly. So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, hopefully this gave you some insight, maybe some surprising finds about how appreciation is being shown right now.
Yeah. And maybe something to think about as you go through the rest of your week. Beyond these deals, the free cookies and discounts.
Yeah.
What other ways, maybe ways that don't even cost money, can a community really show its appreciation for the dedication, the hard work teachers put in, not just this week, but like all year round?
That's a really good question. Definitely something to mull over.